Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about loading Avro data into SingleStore. SingleStore supports Avro data natively, both loading data from files and in pipelines. You can grab a link to this sample repository in the description below. In this repository is a Docker Compose file, and that's one of the options for launching a SingleStore cluster. I've got my cluster ready to go, and let's dig in. Here in my Avro registry, I have, well, nothing. Let's start out loading some content. I have this Node app that will create a schema both for the key and for the value and load that into Avro. Coming back into the Avro schema registry, and we see that we now have actor value and actor key. Let's take a look at the actor value schema. Here's that actor value schema, and we can see this schema that represents the data object that I had loaded. Now, one of the things that we see here is that we have a last update date that is of type string. Well, Avro doesn't really support a date construct. The best it can do is to serialize that date into a Unix epoch as an int. And we want to store more information, so we'll just store it as a string. Okay. Now let's load up some data. Here in this folder we have no files yet. Let's load up some files. So here we just created a bunch of files, and now we're ready to load them into SingleStore. Here in the repository is init.sql that'll get us started. I've logged into SingleStore and loaded init.sql into place here. Let's create a database. I'll hit the run button. Use the database. And now I see that I can push Control-Enter to run them. I'll run this to create the table. And now let's load some sample data from a file. I'll load this data, payload0.avro, into the table actors. Now let's select star from actors. Yep, I've got my data loaded in place. SingleStore is a great place to ingest data really quickly from Avro or from lots of other formats, whether it's from Kafka or local files. You can get started today. Thanks for watching.